when it comes to the city and economic development, right? Because I don't know if this is your district, Kelly, but over there by Dunbar High School, I see where they shut down the projects and where I know they got a bunch of signs in those empty lots. How can the community participate in that economic development over there, or do you even know it, or is that even your district? First of all,
It's not my district, but let me tell you what it is. So that is the Cavill Place projects, and actually, it's not even the city of Fort Worth's property. It is
mm,
actually owned by Fort Worth Housing Solutions, which is actually the housing authority. So it
Hmm.
is a government, it is a
It's a
federal
government
government
entity.
entity.
Hmm.
It does
oh,
not
okay,
belong to the
Hmm.
city. But
okay,
all across the country, the federal government, the Department of Housing and Urban Development (HUD), they are removing, disassembling projects, public housing,
mm-hmm.
for lack of a better word. They are disassembling it. They are doing this program called RAD, and it's like rental assistance. And the thought is to move people out of generational poverty and breaking up pockets and pockets of low income housing and people living together in lower socioeconomic areas, moving, being able to spread them out around the city where the schools are better. They're calling them high opportunity areas. So it's about schools, it's about jobs, it's about transportation, it's about housing. And so they have moved people not only from the Cavill Place projects, but also Butler Housing. And Butler
Hmm.
Housing is in my district just outside of downtown. So Butler is a little different because Butler is actually being redeveloped. It's not being redeveloped, but there's a whole plan being put in place. It is going to be rezoned, and it is ultimately going to be sold to a developer to redevelop however they see fit because of the close proximity to downtown and I-35 and all of those things. So
Okay,
Cavill is a little different in that they have created a revitalization plan. And so they're going to raise Cavill Place, and then they're coming back with apartments, condos, townhouses, single family housing, and then the whole um, economic development piece of businesses and some mixed use and some things there. So both are government properties, but how
Hmm.
they are going to be developed are very different.
okay. And I know you put it in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then the one thing that you did say, you said, how can the community be involved? Well, the residents, the difference between Butler and Cavill residents who have lived there, many for several generations, will actually, if they choose to, have the ability to come back home. Its home is just going to look different.
Hmm.
So it
So
will
they're
be
gonna develop.
moved
They're
home.
gonna develop them. They're gonna build them up, and then they have opportunity to actually come back and live in those
Yes.
developments.
Hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And to add to that, because a lot of people don't know, and I have to say, Stop Six is in my heart. That's where I'm from. You know, my mother was born and raised there. My grandparents lived there until they died. My great grandmother's house was around the corner from Cavill. I have cousins that grew up in Cavill. So Cavill is, I mean, Stop Six is just where and I didn't even live there. I just spent a lot of time there while my parents were working and going to college. I spent most of my time there, even though we lived in a middle class neighborhood. So Stop Six is just, you know, that's just in my heart. I worked there as a police officer, and I still work there today as a teacher. So one thing I want to say is I have a cousin that is building and refurbishing houses in the Stop Six area right now. So Black people are putting back into that Stop Six area. People that came out of that area are still in that area putting back, even though they don't live there anymore. They're coming back and they're basically rebuilding the neighborhood
Yeah, because that's
to
what I
make it
want.
look better, so that people that live there will have a sense of self-worth while they're there, you know.